Today I'm going to show you how I built this 12 nesting box for my chickens on practically nothing. So it is 3 layers of 4. I put some straw in it, some hay. I paid, I believe, $8 for the hay. I think that was the most expensive part of building these. So let's start at the beginning. 1 cut. Now 2 more to go. Now all 3 are cut. So those pieces of wood that I cut out, I used as braces in between. So I have 4 sections, and then the wood we cut, I already have one here, and this one, I'm gonna put more of these little pieces for braces for right here for the next shelf. So this is what it looks like so far. It will be like this. And then I'm gonna have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then another 4 up here. From the side, it looks like this. So it just makes it a little sturdier. And again, I'm trying to do it free. The only thing I've had to do so far is buy nails, but that's it. It's getting dark, so I'll end up starting again tomorrow. These are some crates. They're smaller. You can see there's, I mean, it's not the regular size of a crate, but there are 4x4s in here and one on the bottom. So we pried all the nails off of it, took these 4x4s for the base, so that way it wouldn't be on the ground, the chicken nesting boxes. So here's the starter, and that was free. I got these at a store that sells safes. So here's my base. Now I'm going to show you the crates that I used for the rest of the wood. There's one of my pallets. It's really good wood. So if you found a pallet, you could just take those wood pieces off, and like a planter, you use all this wood for free, again, for a planter. And then I have a lot in beautiful wood. And this is 1, 2, 3, I got 4 or 5 different pallets, completely free. These were piled up in someone's yard. They were getting rid of them. You just put them in your car and you got yourself some good wood. The next thing I would like to do with this is make some planters. That would be nice. So now you can see how I was able to make my nesting boxes and the perch for them. And then my next project will be planters. To have a little garden. That's my next project. Things that I could feed the chickens. So the 4x4s that were on that pallet over there, I used for the bottom. And I have 4 of them going across. That one's hidden. You can barely see that one. And the heat lamp. That's why it sort of looks red in here. All these that are on the side, trying to get it where y'all can see it. Oh, these 3 boards, these 3 were fence posts, and so were the top. I just cut them and nailed them together, and same with this side. Now the back, you can see, is one solid piece, and that was on one of the other pallets. It was one solid piece, so I used that for the back. So far, these I found when we moved. Someone had left fence pieces, and so that's what I used for this. So the price is $0 for that. Of course, the pallet, which was the back, and the 4x4s, free, because I picked them up from stores. These 4x4s that we put in the front, if it didn't fit, we just, where's it? We cut another piece to make it long enough, and then just makeshift, you know, stuck something on it that'll hold it together. And these were pieces we found in the shed when we moved from when they were building something. And these were just, the 4x4s were remnants from when our shed was built. So anything that we found left over, we just used. So you got your 2x4s that go across, so that way they have a little place to sit. And all these, this was left over also in the shed. They were little pieces, and we cut them to put in the middle to get it all for free. The only thing I had to pay for were the nails, and I think those are like $1 something for my chickens nesting boxes, 12 of them, stacked 3 high. I paid $0 for the materials. Everything, it was free, except for the price of the nails, which was like $1 or something. And then the hay, each one of them already has hay in it, and I have a lot left over. It'll probably last me a year, and that was $9. So all together, for this nice nesting box, just add the prices on the nesting box itself, it was $1 and some change for the nails. Everything else was pieces that were left over from fencing and little scraps that we found here and there. So you can make a nesting box cheaply. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on one. So if you're trying to have your chickens in the backyard, boy, this is perfect. You can just make one with whatever you can find. And like, for instance, we needed a piece of wood for this. This is 3 pieces. We just nailed it to another piece to make it one solid. We found some 2x4s and we cut them in different pieces. So this moves right here. This moves up and down, side by side, and this just lifts up. Now these we bought for like $3, so 3.6. That was $12 to make, and they have, the reason why they're so long, short, is because the frizzles, they're so tiny. I had one a little higher, about a foot high, and they couldn't even make it to this one. So we started over and made one really short, and they're able to jump really good on that one. And all it is just little pieces of whatever we could find to make a little edge where they would fit in. Cut little holes. Roosting area. So one side's that, and then they have an area for their eggs. And it doesn't look like it, but this is pretty big. This, I believe, is 10 by 12. So if I back up, you can see it's a really nice size. So inside, that humongous nesting box just takes up that little space there. And then of course, their whole area where they sleep. I don't have it too high. I could make it higher. And then all the windows open and close. They got plenty of room. Oh, this is where I put their feed in water at night. That way it's not directly on the floor. No eggs yet.